So if you guys did not see, so if you type in Sophie Cunningham into Google, you can see her Instagram says 468,000 followers. If you click on her Instagram, it is now 628,000 followers. 628,000 followers. And then I've seen this article on Athlon Sports. And obviously these were a bunch of things going on during the day. I was getting ready to make this video, but obviously I literally just got home. So
the basketball world witnessed an extraordinary phenomenon unfold in real time as Sophie Cunningham experienced an astronomical rise in social media popularity within a mere 24-hour period. This remarkable surge represents one of the most dramatic follower increases ever documented in women's professional basketball history. The initial numbers tell an incredible story. Cunningham's Instagram account, which previously displayed approximately 468,000 followers, skyrocketed to an astounding 62,000 followers in what can only be described as a social media avalanche. This dramatic increase occurred following a series of on-court incidents that captured the attention of basketball enthusiasts nationwide. According to reports from Athlon Sports and various other media outlets, the catalyst for this unprecedented growth stemmed from Cunningham's role as what many observers characterized as an enforcer during recent WNBA gameplay. The incidents involved interactions with star player Caitlin Clark, which resonated powerfully with basketball fans across multiple platforms.
A different fever. But yeah, either we have that, we have got Demon Caitlin merch, and we've also got Angel and Demon merch with Angel on the front and Demon and Caitlin on the back. And again, a Caitlin that may or may not be Caitlin Clark. It could be Caitlin Clarissimo. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, that is. If you guys don't have infinite.
The TikTok explosion proved even more remarkable than the Instagram surge. Analysis of her social media metrics revealed that Cunningham's TikTok followers experienced an increase exceeding 150% in a matter of hours. Her account, which had maintained approximately 307,000 followers before the incidents, witnessed an incredible transformation that left social media analysts scrambling to document the phenomenon. Within a 3-hour time frame alone, Cunningham accumulated an additional 70,000 Instagram followers, demonstrating the viral nature of her newfound popularity. Her TikTok account simultaneously reached the 850,000 follower milestone, representing gains that typically require months or years of consistent content creation and strategic marketing efforts. The velocity of this growth became even more striking when examining shorter time intervals. Tracking data showed that Cunningham gained approximately 39,400 followers in just 37 minutes, with some periods showing acquisition rates of nearly 20,000 new followers within 40-minute windows. Such rapid expansion represents unprecedented territory for WNBA players' social media presence.
Gonna make it now. But yeah, obviously you can say it's here. A series of incidents. Some players, particularly Jaden Sheldon Mabry, attempt to rough up Clark. Whatever, it is what it is. So, obviously she was an enforcer. It was pointed out that her followers and TikTok account went up by more than 150%, and her Instagram tops out at 621 followers now. Yeah, she's gained 7,000 followers. And so this tweet came out about 4 hours ago, or 3.5 hours.
Her TikTok engagement metrics painted an equally impressive picture. The platform showed her accumulating 7.9 million total likes, with her most recent pinned video garnering an extraordinary 6.7 million views. These engagement numbers typically belong to established entertainment personalities rather than professional athletes, highlighting the crossover appeal her recent actions generated. The commercial implications of this social media explosion became immediately apparent. Every available Sophie Cunningham jersey sold out across multiple retailers within hours of the incidents. This merchandise shortage created a secondary market effect, with fans desperately seeking any available team apparel featuring her name and number. The timing of these events adds another layer of significance to the story. The original incidents that sparked this social media firestorm occurred just 2 days prior to the massive follower surge, demonstrating how quickly modern basketball narratives can transform individual player profiles and market value.
You guys don't have infinite money, that works as well. But yeah, let's go and talk about this. But the Indiana Fever, I'm not joking when I say this, their website to buy stuff shut down. you can no longer buy stuff from the Indiana Pacers and Fever Team store. Like, Sophie Cunningham stuff all sold out. And then there was so much demand on.
Basketball analysts noted that Cunningham's situation represents a unique phenomenon within women's professional sports. While other players have experienced follower growth through various means, the specific circumstances and rapid timeline of Cunningham's rise created something entirely unprecedented in WNBA history. The geographic challenges facing international fans became highlighted during this surge. European basketball enthusiasts found themselves unable to purchase official jerseys through traditional channels, despite many WNBA players competing in European leagues during the off-season. This created additional demand pressures and highlighted distribution limitations in global merchandise networks. Alternative jersey sources experienced unprecedented traffic as fans sought ways to obtain Cunningham-related merchandise. Reports indicated that third-party retailers and specialty sports apparel vendors saw massive spikes in search traffic for Phoenix Mercury and Sophie Cunningham-related products.
Hours ago, as at the time I'm recording this, and this is the tweet that I'm referencing. This was a tweet that I saw. So it came out about 3.5 hours ago, this tweet. And Sophie Cunningham has 700,000 TikTok followers. What's her TikTok on now? This has been 3 hours. So in 3 hours, she's getting 7,000 Instagram followers. Sophie Cunningham. Oh my God. She's now at 850,000 followers. It's been 3 hours.
The broader implications for WNBA player marketing became a topic of intense discussion. Cunningham's transformation from solid rotation player to social media sensation illustrated the powerful dynamics surrounding high-profile player interactions, particularly those involving league superstars like Caitlin Clark. Market analysts projected that Cunningham's social media presence could continue expanding, potentially reaching the 1 million follower milestone across platforms. Such numbers would place her among the most followed WNBA players, despite her relatively modest on-court statistics compared to traditional superstar players. The all-star voting implications of this popularity surge became another fascinating subplot. Basketball experts speculated that Cunningham's newfound fame could translate into significant all-star vote totals, potentially elevating her into conversations typically reserved for established league luminaries.
Products that you couldn't buy stuff. A combination of Caitlin Clark selling, again, being the highest selling jersey. The Pacers selling a bunch of stuff, being in the NBA Finals. And what tipped them over the edge was Sophie Cunningham. The Sophie Cunningham situation, her being an enforcer, literally tipped them over the edge to breaking the entire website.
Comparisons to other recent WNBA social media success stories revealed the unique nature of Cunningham's rise. While players like Angel Reese had experienced substantial follower growth, their increases typically occurred over longer timeframes and often coincided with major career milestones or sustained media coverage campaigns. The Caitlin Clark effect emerged as a central theme in understanding this phenomenon. Basketball insiders noted that players who generate positive attention through associations with Clark often experience amplified popularity that extends far beyond traditional basketball audiences. This dynamic creates both opportunities and pressures for players navigating the modern WNBA landscape. Merchandise industry representatives scrambled to meet the unexpected demand surge. The combination of Cunningham's popularity explosion and existing supply chain constraints created perfect storm conditions for product shortages. Retail analysts predicted that restocking efforts would take several weeks to meet ongoing consumer demand.
She's gonna she's gonna be on 1 million followers. She was on 307,000 followers. She's now at the 7.9 million likes on TikTok. Her last TikTok that she posted got, her pinned one, 6.7 million views. Sophie Cunningham is likely going to gain 600,000 to 700,000 TikTok followers. This was a couple of hours ago. She's gained 50,000.
Social media platform algorithms clearly responded to the intense engagement surrounding Cunningham-related content. The viral nature of basketball highlights featuring her recent performances created feedback loops that further amplified her visibility across multiple digital channels. The psychological impact on other WNBA players became another consideration. Witnessing a teammate or competitor experience such dramatic popularity changes in real time creates complex dynamics within locker rooms and across the league's competitive landscape. television and streaming viewership data suggested that the Cunningham phenomenon extended beyond social media metrics. Games featuring her recent appearances showed measurable increases in audience engagement, demonstrating the crossover potential between viral social media moments and traditional broadcast consumption.
And you know it's bad when they can't fulfill orders when it's millions of dollars. When it's millions of dollars. Like, I wonder what price teams make per jersey sale. Like, teams don't make that much per jersey sale. Like, Nike make the majority of the jersey sales. Of the money from jersey sales. Fanatics would make a bit. And by the way, Fanatics ruined jerseys in America. Like, I'm sorry. You know it is bad when a jersey from the gate of DH is better than a Fanatic.
Marketing executives from various brands likely began reassessing endorsement strategies and partnership opportunities. Cunningham's rapid ascension into social media prominence created potential value propositions that simply didn't exist days earlier, representing the fluid nature of modern athlete marketability. The educational aspect for other professional athletes became evident through this case study. Cunningham's experience illustrated how strategic on-court positioning and authentic competitive fire could translate into massive off-court opportunities when circumstances align properly. International basketball media outlets picked up the story, further amplifying the global reach of Cunningham's newfound fame. Her transformation became a talking point extending far beyond American basketball circles, highlighting the universal appeal of competitive athletic drama.
And followers since then. It was 2 days ago. It was 2 days ago. This entire situation was 2 days ago. Which is kind of mad. Like, it's been 2 entire days since Sophie Cunningham has acted as Caitlin Clark's enforcer. And I mean, obviously every Sophie Cunningham jersey is gone. But if you guys don't know,
the sustainability question remained prominent in industry discussions. Whether Cunningham could maintain this elevated profile and translate temporary viral fame into lasting career benefits would determine the long-term significance of this remarkable 24-hour period in basketball social media history. Revenue projections for both Cunningham personally and the WNBA generally received upward revisions based on the demonstrated audience appetite for this type of authentic competitive content. The league's ongoing efforts to expand its fan base found unexpected validation through organic viral moments like this one. This extraordinary social media explosion ultimately demonstrated the unpredictable nature of modern sports fame and the powerful intersection between authentic competition and digital audience engagement in contemporary professional basketball.
Jersey. But yeah, it is what it is for that. But look, at the end of the day, this is just nuts. This is just nuts. Like, there is no sports phenomenon like the Indiana Fever right now. There is legitimately no sports phenomenon like them. And I have to say, that is exactly what you want. That is exactly what you want. Like, you've got
An unprecedented merchandise crisis unfolded as Sophie Cunningham's explosive popularity translated into record-breaking jersey sales that literally overwhelmed the Indiana Fever's digital infrastructure. Industry sources report that approximately 12,000 Sophie Cunningham jerseys were purchased following her recent on-court incidents, generating over $1 million in merchandise revenue at the standard retail price of $80 per jersey. The extraordinary demand created a perfect storm scenario that ultimately forced the Indiana Pacers and Fever Team's store website to temporarily suspend operations. This digital collapse represented an unprecedented convergence of multiple high-demand factors that pushed the organization's e-commerce capabilities beyond their breaking point. The website shutdown occurred due to a combination of sustained merchandise pressures that had been building throughout the season. Caitlin Clark's continued dominance as the league's highest-selling jersey holder had already established baseline traffic levels that tested system capabilities. Simultaneously, the Indiana Pacers' advancement to the NBA Finals generated substantial additional merchandise demand across their shared digital platform.
Link in the description. Link in the description in the all products. We got t-shirts for $19.99, and I might give a lower quality t-shirt for cheaper. So we got Fever's Enforcer t-shirts from something that may or looks quite resembles Sophie Cunningham, kind of resembles Sophie Cunningham. And then obviously we got our Angel and Demon hoodies. And t-shirts, the front is the angel, the back.
However, the Sophie Cunningham phenomenon served as the catalyst that transformed manageable website stress into complete system failure. The sudden influx of thousands of jersey orders within a concentrated time frame created server loads that exceeded all previous traffic projections and infrastructure planning scenarios. Front Office Sports documented the situation with official statements from team representatives acknowledging the unprecedented nature of the demand surge. Team officials indicated they had been processing thousands of orders nightly, creating logistical challenges that extended far beyond simple inventory management concerns. The organization's preparedness for Caitlin Clark-related merchandise demand demonstrated their awareness of her market impact. Teams across the WNBA had developed strategies and inventory plans specifically designed to accommodate the sustained popularity of Clark-branded products throughout the season.
You've got Front Office Sports. Oh wait, did Front Office Sports delete the tweet? No, they still have it here. They still have it here. Sorry, it was in my bookmarks from last night. The Pacers and Fever are dealing with such high demand for merch at Team Store as temporarily limiting his online offerings. It's impossible to prepare for something like this. We've been getting thousands of orders per night. It's impossible. And then straight away, even Front Office Sports knows Sophie Cunningham was the reason. Like, they're prepared for Caitlin Clark jerseys. They're prepared for selling all the Caitlin Clark jerseys in the world.
Yet Sophie Cunningham's sudden transformation into a merchandise phenomenon caught everyone completely unprepared. The velocity and scale of demand for her jerseys represented something entirely outside normal planning parameters, creating supply chain pressures that required immediate operational adjustments. Revenue distribution analysis reveals the complex financial ecosystem surrounding professional sports merchandise sales. Nike maintains the majority percentage of jersey sale profits as the primary manufacturer and licensing partner. Fanatics, serving as the retail distribution network, captures a secondary portion of the revenue stream. The actual percentage retained by individual teams represents a relatively modest fraction of total sales revenue. Industry estimates suggest teams typically receive approximately 10% of gross jersey sales, though exact figures remain proprietary information closely guarded by organizations and their commercial partners.
Is the demon? Or we've just got good old demon CC. And people don't realize. Like, people are like, oh, people wanted Caitlin Clark to be a nice person. That's why people are fans. Like, man, Caitlin Clark was a demon in college. But, yeah, it's a big one. And, like, they need to get the jerseys back. Like, at this stage, I need to go to the damn.
Using conservative profit margin calculations, the Indiana Fever potentially generated over $100,000 in direct revenue from Sophie Cunningham jersey sales during this single-day surge. This figure becomes particularly striking when compared to player salary structures within the WNBA's current economic framework. Sophie Cunningham's contract situation adds another fascinating dimension to this financial windfall. Her current agreement with the Phoenix Mercury reflects what industry insiders characterize as an extremely team-friendly deal that significantly undervalues her market potential based on recent developments. The contract terms resulted from Cunningham's diversified income strategy during previous seasons. Her work with Phoenix Suns broadcasting and other off-season opportunities generated substantially more income than traditional WNBA salary structures or league alternatives like Unrivaled could provide.
Like, genuinely, it is something that all these teams prepare for. But at the end of the day, you can only prepare for so much. You can't just magic up stock. And it takes a while. And, like, I don't know if things print on. I don't know how much they print on demand. I don't know what way that works.
This financial flexibility allowed Cunningham to prioritize team stability and organizational loyalty over maximum salary negotiations. Her decision to accept below-market compensation created tremendous value for the Mercury organization. Though recent events suggest her market worth has increased exponentially, the Indiana Fever now finds themselves in the unique position of profiting from merchandise sales, featuring a player who doesn't even appear on their roster. This unusual circumstance highlights the complex commercial relationship relationships that exist between WNBA franchises and shared retail platforms. Jersey sales rankings within women's professional basketball remain closely guarded industry secrets, but recent market activity provides insights into the competitive hierarchy. Caitlin Clark continues to dominate the landscape as the undisputed leader in merchandise sales across all categories and timeframes. Paige Becker's anticipated professional debut has already generated substantial pre-sale interest that positions her as a potential second-place finisher in annual sales rankings. Her college popularity and marketing potential translate directly into professional merchandise projections.
Is the jersey here? I need to go to the gate of DH because I'm sorry, my Lexi jersey is actually pretty good quality. And like, I got a bunch of them. I got a Storm jersey. I have 5 jerseys. I got a Storm jersey, which was Malonga. I got a Malonga jersey. I got a Nicole McCanny jersey. I got a Janelle Salon jersey. I got a Citron jersey. I got a Paige jersey. And like, other than actually the Paige jersey wasn't great because I got the white one. I got them from the gate of DH because you can't get...
Kate Martin's steady popularity and consistent fan engagement likely places her among the top 5 jersey sellers, representing the sustained appeal of player authenticity and relatable personality traits that resonate with diverse fan demographics. Caitlin Chen's rise through rookie season performance and media attention has generated merchandise interest that exceeds many veteran players' lifetime sales totals. Her rapid ascension demonstrates the accelerated commercial potential available to breakout performers in today's media landscape. Sophie Cunningham's weekend surge likely catapulted her into top 5 consideration purely based on volume metrics from this single incident. Even accounting for 0 previous sales history, the concentrated demand from recent events alone would establish her among the league's merchandise leaders. Lexi Hall's consistent performance and growing fan base has translated into steady jersey sales that maintain her position among the sport's top commercial performers. Her appeal represents the sustained value of consistent excellence and authentic fan engagement.
But at the end of the day, it is something that they need to figure out because they have made $1 million worth of Sophie Cunningham merch. I can't believe the Fever would have ever, like, we would ever think that. Like, Sophie Cunningham, even if the Fever make 10% on those jerseys, which is actually probably correct, I would say in one day, the
brand partnership opportunities for Cunningham have likely multiplied exponentially based on demonstrated fan engagement and commercial viability metrics. Her market position transformation creates entirely new categories of endorsement and collaboration possibilities. The sustainability question surrounding viral merchandise phenomena remains critical for both individual players and organizational planning strategies. Whether initial surge demand translates into sustained commercial viability determines long-term strategic value creation. This extraordinary merchandise episode ultimately illustrates the unpredictable nature of modern sports commerce and the powerful intersection between authentic competition, digital amplification, and immediate consumer response in contemporary professional athletics.